Hi guys, welcome in. I'm just getting the chat ready because I'll be forgetting. I know it's early and I kind of mixed the colors already. Um, this is Artsy Evolutions. Welcome in. Buenos dias. It's about to be like 9 a.m. I just used bright blue, and the last live that I did, we started the background, and then off camera, like I didn't do a live when I started to do the eye. Um, this is more a dedication to Mother Nature, so I'm incorporating all Mother Nature's colors. And also on my last previous live, I mentioned that I kind of ran out of color. I still haven't re-up on my inventory, so I'm still using what I have. And I totally forgot that I had these. So I've also been, this is what I've used to do my eye because I needed it, more pigmented color and more potent, and I didn't want to use watered down colors. So the background may not stay the same. I might change it up a bit, but that's the amazing thing about art. You could start one way. This is why I always say I never go in with a plan, because you don't want to have expectations and then get disappointed and discouraged, and then, then you feel like you're not good enough, or you don't feel like a great artist, or whatever the case may be for you. So just going in and just letting the canvas just kind of drive you and take you wherever it wants to go. Yes, I always have like kind of an idea of what I'm gonna do. But as far as placing everything, and like I could start the background this way and then it'll end up being a whole totally different thing. Um, but you just kind of incorporate, just make it all sting together. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. This is the eye. So as like I mentioned before, we're representing Mother Nature. I'm dedicating this to her. She's been amazing this past couple of weeks, especially with when the energy was a little bit off. She's amazing. Going to nature and recharging and grounding yourself is very important. Getting all those frequencies. So I just wanted to dedicate this to her. The eye, it's more representing like the clouds, the sky, the water, the trees, the greens, the water. The blue is for the water, and then the green is just for nature and nature colors, and then all the colors that Mother Nature provides. She's so beautiful and so creative, and I wanted to be as creative as she is. So right now, what I ended up doing was just watering down that blue, that bright blue from Apple Barrel, and I'm using a sponge, and I water it down, and then I just kind of dab all that extra color that it has. So I don't want it to be too thick, because I'm still gonna be building on top. I'm just gonna build. Basically, I couldn't help myself. This is why I had to go in so early. I had an idea to kind of do like more like a water, to represent more of the water in the background. So I'm just gonna keep adding all different shades of blues and different depths. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna add the background, some blue, and just keep building from there. I already have my coffee. I'm running low on it, so I probably have to make more, because I can never get enough coffee. But I'm just gonna just be lightly stamping in all different directions on top of this. And I also want to incorporate, like, to represent sun, the sun and the moon. So I kind of want to do something along those lines, as well as I'm building the background and overlaying everything. So I'm just gonna go a different direction, just to kind of add different textures. And basically the whole canvas is gonna be covered up. And that's gonna be like representing the water. And even if it drips, I don't mind either. So I might even do some dripping around. And like I mentioned before, this is a dedication to Mother Nature, because she's so beautiful and so giving and so creative and so inspiring and healing and loving. She's everything. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just basically going to do this all the way around. And if I get quiet for a little bit, I apologize. It's still early. I'm still waking up, but I couldn't not hop in, like once I have an idea. Like, I was thinking about this painting all freaking night in the best way possible. Um and I was excited. I couldn't wait. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this is the other side that I'm doing. So all the way around. This is gonna be a very chill, low session. So, but if you do have any questions or don't be afraid to say something, I'll take a look at the chat and get back to you. But sometimes I get like super focused. I be having tunnel vision. El tunnel vision. And the background music, I'm just trying to find songs that music that they don't flag it. So this is the best that I could have find, but it's alright. It kind of fits for the morning. I'm gonna do two of these. Make sure I put it in the right angle because sometimes I'll be doing something. Ooh. It's alright. It's alright. We're gonna work with that. It looks 3D-ish. That's fine. Oh, sorry. So that's that side. And then I'm gonna do this area right here. I almost even like hopped in like at 1 in the morning, but I was like, nah, I'm crazy. I need to sleep. I need to try to get rest. So as soon as I woke up today, I brushed my teeth, and then my brain was like, go paint, so you don't forget the idea. So I was like, okay, fine, you win. I'm gonna go. And then I ended up doing this live. So hi, this is why I'm here. Oh, buenos dias, Billy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Olive Hernandez. Welcome in. So glad you're here. Look at that. And I'm not even gonna like bother with like busting out my turbo super blow dryer. Because I don't want it to dry. I don't mind if it's still a little wet because I'm still gonna build on top of that. I'm just gonna keep using different shades of blue because I just kind of wanted for it to represent water. I'm just gonna use lighter blues for now, and then once I get what I'm looking for, then I'll add some darker blues with some deep purples. I think that'll be a nice mix. So yeah, I'm just gonna mix a different type of blue. I'm gonna use this one. It's like an aqua, and I'm gonna water it down like a lot, like I always do. I kind of want it for it to be somewhat soupy. So right now we're looking for soupy textures. So the first one was really soupy, it's dripping, but now I'm missing the aqua. And I'm just gonna mix it really good. I can't do it on camera because it's tilting and it's like very diluted, so I don't want it to drip on things we don't need it to. Plus any other color I could use. And I'm gonna use the same sponge because it'll also add some different textures of the blue, you know. It's all in the same family. They're working together, and I'm gonna like go lightly over it. So I'm not gonna go the same way. I'm just gonna lightly probably just put pressure on just the top, and so it doesn't really cover the whole thing, because then I'm overlaying. I want it to be some different types of blue, and this is like super watered down, so it's not gonna dry as deep as it shows. Okay, I'm gonna skip this commercial. I'm sorry, guys. Gotta be skipping those commercials because they be taking forever. So I'm using that aqua blue and I'm going over. Oh, it's a weird position. And I'm just going all the way around. Some I'm adding more pressure on top and some I'm adding more pressure on the bottom. It's all about giving it different textures. I keep hitting the camera and it keeps shaking. Shake it, but don't break it. Break it. Shake it. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Everything I say to turn into a song. Ooh, let's do that. And in any area that I feel like it needs a little dab, I'm gonna dab it. But I don't cover too much of the background. Because also the yellow and the orange represents the sun. You know, keep it Mother Nature-y. Let me show you how that looks. Just very lightly. Hopefully, because this light is kind of weird. And I'm gonna go in there with a lighter blue, a different blue, a more aqua, a different shade of blue. We're just gonna keep it there. Maybe this one's gonna be a little bit darker. You know what? I'm gonna mix that with, kind of want it to have a little bit of a purple in there. I'm gonna mix. So I'm mixing this color called, oh, I don't know, something blue. It's too early. And then the other one was another blue. My brain is not brainy right now. It only wants to paint and color. Sometimes I be like, they need to chill with the names. Like, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to say that. I don't want to mispronounce the name, the paint, and disrespect it in any kind of way. All right, so this one's gonna be more of a purple. So this is the other color that I mixed. Those two colors that I showed you that I couldn't pronounce the name of. Don't be coming for me. I'm gonna do one just to see how it looks. I think I'm gonna add a little bit. Let's make it. You know what? I know exactly what to do. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of white, and then I have this, my favorite, the Key West. I'm gonna show you. So I kind of splash some Key West on top of that color that I mixed. It's gonna give it more of a lighter violet-y blue. That's pretty. And I'm using the same sponge. And this time, like, I dabbed it like on the front, on this side, and also on top, because I'm going to use all different shades. Just going to cover it all up. On the last two ones, I didn't do that. This is going to help to give it different dimensions of it. And even if it drips, I don't care, so. Trying to hold it in a position where it's, you could kind of see it. So I'm pressing more on the corners than in the middle because I don't want it for it to cover everything, and that's why I'm using all the different shades of the sponge so that at least I could just dab it in the middle. And I'm just gonna continue doing that. Some I'm just dabbing in the middle, some on the corners, some higher, some lower. And then on some, I might just do the whole thing just to kind of brighten up and give it different depth of color. Just doing these little corners here. That's blending in so pretty. I think I'm gonna use like a dark green, just for like the outer, for like the borderlines of the squares and rectangles and stuff like that. Just to add a little bit of more depth into it. So this one's called dark green. I could pronounce dark green. Coño, coño. It be like that. Oh, I didn't cover this one. Commercials, they don't want to hear you. I mean, I appreciate you, but I don't want to hear you. So I just took a little bit of that dark green and I'm just adding some water because we're also gonna water it down. And I'm using the same sponge. And I'm just gonna dab the corners with that dark green. Like I just did the corners. Because that's really what I want to do. So I'm just gonna start on this one just to kind of, yes. Love that. Oh my god, you're so pretty. All right. I don't know, that just made me so happy. So let's make it look good. I'm gonna do it on this one. Look at that. It's probably hard to see. But that green, ooh la la, me gusta mucho. You see that? It's the little things that like bring so much joy to my heart. I'm like, oh my god, it's what I needed. You know how sometimes you're like, okay, it's missing something, and that's what I was like thinking. I was like, I feel like it needs like something green, and it's all in the same familia. I think I watered down that green a little too much, so I'm just gonna take some green. I'm just gonna put it. I need a towel. I'm just gonna take my sponge and just kind of squeeze some of this extra color out. It's a pretty color. Aqua. All right. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing again with that green without it being too watered down. I over exaggerated with the water, but it's okay. That's how you learn, right? If first you don't succeed, dust yourself up and try again. Dust yourself up and try again. I squeezed the heck out of that sponge and I definitely tried again. There we go. That's better. That's pretty. You see how I be doing this? Like, I be all over the place. I'll start one, I try to keep it, you know, but then I be here, then I be there, then I be there. Like, alright, I'm gonna do this laying down because it'll be easier. Because this sponge is very, very, like, soft. She's a softie. She's a softy spongy. So it's kind of hard to add the pressure. And I don't want it to, like, not mark the areas that I need for it to be marked. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm just gonna do one side. I'm gonna finish this bottom. I'm gonna try to stick with the plan. And let's do... Okay, there we go. I was doing that little corner there. I'm like, can you see what I'm doing? I need to be aware of the angles. I just need to get a better tripod. I got a homemade tripod right now. My Bluetooth speakerphone is holding it down. My Bluetooth speaker is holding that tripod. I don't know what it is. It's one of those things where it was like a couple of years ago. It came out. It's like a tripod thing, but you could put it over your shoulder so you could watch your phone while you're in bed. So that's basically what I have holding my phone right now. And then I have the speaker over it, so it just kind of balances it down. So anytime I move it lightly, it'll like shake really hard. Let me skip this commercial. But yeah, that's what I have. But you have to work with what you have, right? Listen, I try my best not to let anything discourage me, regardless of how it looks on the outside. Because I know everything is going to work out, you know? Everything always works out as it should, and there's a reason for everything. You just got to, you know, it's like a surfboard, and you just have to learn how to ride that wave. You're going to fall a couple times. Things are going to be challenging, but it's not about to fall. I know it's cliche. It's just how you get up, what you do after, how you react. Something's always going to happen, you know? Just don't let it get the best of you. That's when it wins. That's when it has control over you. You just be like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to work with what I have. God has me. And then you look back and you be like, why was I stressing so much? It was pointless. It was useless. But you have to go through those things to learn and just know everything, you know, you're not going to be perfect, but at least you have a better understanding, and then you'll know how to, you know, get yourself out of it and not put yourself, try not to self-sabotage, you know? I mean, I do that sometimes, but we learn, you know? We keep working, we keep evolving. That's how the wise became wise, you know? I'm just going over some of these that I feel like needs a bit more. And I'm also doing some in the middle, because the edges aren't as watered down, so I don't want them to be too harsh. I want them to be like a flowy. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I might just go and have more coffee. No, I might. I know I am. Um, just gonna go over some of these that are darkened a little bit too much. And since these are so watered down, they're gonna dry really light. So you need to go back in there and lighten some areas. Do it. Do what you want to do. It's your creation. Remember, you gotta love it. You're doing this for you. And those who believe in your vision and love your art, that would, you know, support you and not ever make you feel like you're doing something wrong. And I am gonna do more light blue, but I'm just gonna add different shades. I mean, a different texture, a different. I'm gonna go about it differently. I'm not gonna add blacks, so that's why for now, I think I'm just gonna let this dry and see how it dries up. It's too early to bust out that loud my turbo super blow dryer, so I'm just gonna leave it for now for this. Just wanted to hop in just for a little bit, at least for like 30 minutes, just to kind of finish off the background, because when I did the eye, I didn't do a live for that. But I was like, you know what, this morning I figured let me just hop in and just continue this journey with you guys. So for now, this is where I'm leaving it. Trying to get like a good lighting. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a great morning and a good rest of the day. It's raining over here where I'm at, so it's cloudy. Um, but it's beautiful. So thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your day. Sending you positive vibes, and always remember that everything always works out in your favor, and be kind and spread love, and love is your superpower. And then I'll definitely do another little post. I'll do a post when I decide to do another surprise pop-up. I'll just be doing surprise pop-ups from now on. Nothing scheduled or anything like that. So depending on how the energy is. So till next time, maybe this week, uh, I'll do another session with you guys. I might do a couple of things out of the live, depending how I feel. But if anything, I'll let you know. I'll keep you guys posted for sure. But thank you so much, okay, guys? So thank you, and I'll see you later. Ooh, look at my curls. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here. Ciao. Bye.